A few years ago, the party was 10 country club, what we call Rhino or establishment Republicans, and they weren't doing anything. They didn't have swag. They didn't have food. They didn't have values. And we said we got to change this. Well, people don't like change. It's self-evident truth. None of us like it. Unfortunately, when we did change, they left. But not only did they just leave, they left and conspired behind our backs. I don't know, 13, 14, 15 of them. And they conspired in a sense of, they didn't show up for 2 years, 3 years. They didn't see us grow. We grew the party threefold, fourfolds. We took the party from nothing to an influential powerhouse throughout the state. See, we have Hillsdale College. We got the advantage of that, right, Ken? But the college doesn't participate locally. They don't participate at the state level. They participate, generally speaking, at the national level. We always, especially us new people that get in, we always want help from other people, or we start shaming, like I shame the college people all the time. But ultimately, knowing that the college was in Hillsdale, we created the brand. Even though it's the Hillsdale brand, the college brand doesn't look like this, does it, Ken? But it does give that vibe, doesn't it? So knowing that Hillsdale College was really popular in the conservative world, we created this brand and sent it out, and now we're an influential powerhouse throughout the state of Michigan. We have no people, no money. We have 13 delegates we send to a convention. 13. Where like Macomb sends 100 or 200 people, whatever it is. We send 13. And if anybody doesn't already know, for the new people, obviously we're fighting with our statutory members. The government body of this community is suing directly me, Josh Gritzmaker, and David Mosby for control of the party. So what they don't really understand is this is an idea. You can't defeat an idea. I met with Brett Leininger last week. Was it last week, Rattan? A week and a half ago? I met with the county commissioner, Brett Leininger. I sat next to him at North Adams volleyball game, halfway up the bleachers. His wife sat next to him. His wife doesn't like me. And so I've been talking to Brent's cousin for quite some time. And Brent's cousin has been trying to unite us. Sometimes people just don't like people, right? Like, why even bother trying to unite? Like, if we have the same party values, I say just let's do double the coverage. Why put two people in a room that don't like each other? So that's one of the things we're learning across the state of Michigan is people not like each other, because we turned our party 3 years ago. Almost every county in the state of Michigan flipped this last election cycle. So we're all kind of coming in relatively the same time, and we're having these fights across our counties. Well, Brett Leininger, he told me if I said he was the chair of the official, whatever that means, official party, that you guys would all follow him. I'm some sort of piper that I'm somehow magically getting you guys to do whatever it is my bidding.
Leadership is earned, not given.
I've already explained this to Brent and to his cousin that you can't take it. You can't take it from me. You got to earn it. So Brent's not here tonight, is he? Nobody here would give Brent a hard time if he came up here and started talking. We all here would open it.
I would. I give him a hard time every month at our township meetings.
Yeah. So you have to earn it, and I'm one of those guys that will get off the truck and shovel the dirt too. Brent wants it. I guess I have seen it before, but when someone seeks power, you can smell it on them. You can feel it on them. And it was like coming through his eyeballs. And so essentially, I was there to unite for candidates. Since Andrew Fink is running for Supreme Court, this was sprung on him kind of quickly. They didn't have a replacement for Andrew Fink. So the theme here is, okay, John, we'll give you the state rep race with Steve Meckley. As if they're giving it to us. So he's like, if I wanted power, I would run for the state rep. That's what Brent told me. As if Meckley wouldn't mop the floor with them. So, so they're giving me that raise, and then we're supposed to be cool with Andrew Fink. Well, with dealing with Brent, I'm okay with actually being cool with Fink, but dealing with Brent was a challenge. I mean, every single candidate that we talked about on my side was wrong. Every opinion, idea, even down to like something as stupid as if 9/11 was an inside job. We were indifferent. He said, well, it's better to have wars over there than it is here. Well, to be honest with you, 50 years of endless war in the Middle East makes it so people don't want to be Republican. And people are embarrassed to say that they're Republican. I know that's abnormal to Hillsdale. Leave Hillsdale, you'll find out. People are embarrassed to say that they're Republican. Well, I'm conservative, but I'm not a Republican. Right. They're saying that because they don't want to bomb brown people in the Middle East for no reason. Keep it real. We also have an evangelical movement coming through the party. Maybe not so much in Hillsdale, surprisingly, but like we got this fundamentalist thing going on through the state party, and the thing that's dangerous about fundamentalism is if you're not agreeing with that, then you're the enemy. No matter what it is, and whether it's Muslim, Christian, whatever. So we do have that going on throughout the state a little bit. Hopefully it can get cleared up. You know, I could go on and on. Let's get our first speaker up here. Dave, we got a new chair that's representing us here tonight. Mr. David Stone, he's the Township Supervisor of Wheatland Township. Come on up, David. Yeah, this is his first night speaking, so.